I believe the line infantry is a great class. The musket is good for sniping sappers and bombers, and the saber is a good melee all around. Not to mention the bayonet being the best single target elimination melee in the game, along with its potential during an officer's charge, and you've got yourself a pretty good class.
What the f is that?
Carbine is a replacement weapon for the musket that can be bought for 350 francs. I guess we should start with its stats. Compared to the musket, the carbine deals 25 less damage, with it being 95 and the musket being 120. If you've seen my bugle video, or if you've played the game for over 5 seconds, you know headshots exist, so that really doesn't matter much in my eyes. Second stat change is that it's less accurate. All this means is that if you're sniping bombers from, say, the back of catacombs, you'll have like a 15% higher chance of missing, so it's not that bad in my opinion. The third stat change is that it has less penetration, so you'll kill around half the zombies you usually would with a musket. Lastly, it has no bayonet, so you'll be less effective during charges and, well, in general, because the bayonet is really good. All of those negative stats are in favor of a 3-second faster reload speed, along with an unlisted stat that lets you walk at nearly base speed while reloading and aiming. Hey, it's editing 2.4 here. I was just told that the carbine reload speed is actually 7.7 seconds, which is just... I actually don't know where I came up with 7 seconds, I'm sorry. The carbine serves as a way for the line infantry to take out high-value zombies without having to spend 10 seconds reloading every time you go for a pick. This weapon encourages you to roam around more, all while taking out high-value zombies in the process, and by that I mean bombers. For that reason, the carbine shines when playing on catacombs or Bardahus, since there are lots of bombers on the holdout sections of both maps. The quicker move speed while reloading also lets you move faster than shamblers while reloading, meaning if you're too much of a fight the last few zombies with your melee, this is the gun for you. You know, this really doesn't seem all that bad, and to be honest, I definitely think it's a decent side grade compared to the musket. I obviously think the musket will always be better in a more general sense, but honestly, this seems like a perfectly fine weapon, so I don't know why it gets so much to what the f is that. I know some of you want me to talk about the pistol and how it makes the carbine useless and whatever, but before that I just want the world to know one thing. The carbine is better than the pistol, at least in my opinion. It does more damage along with having better accuracy and range. And if you have a Pfeiffer, they literally have the same reload speed. Whatever the pistol can do, the carbine does better. However, that doesn't really matter much when you look at the way both weapons are used. Both of these guns are usually used to pick off certain zombies without having to go in for a melee swing, mainly bombers, who explode when being shot by literally anything, meaning the carbine's damage buff of a whopping 10 damage compared to the pistol doesn't really do anything. Carbine's better range often doesn't matter much either, as you can just wait for the bombers to get closer if you're worried you'll miss your shot with the pistol. So you may be sitting there thinking to yourself,
hey, but the carbine is still better, right? So why even bother using the pistol in the first place?
well, my sweet loyal viewer, the pistol is free, first off. Secondly, the officer has this one little quirk you may or may not have heard of called the charge ability, which turns him into genuinely one of the best support classes in the entire game. You can be sniping bombers in the back of your team at one moment, and in the next you're recreating Colonel Chamberlain's bayonet charge with 12 random line infantry. And listen, I can already hear the angry horde of hand axe users typing away in the comments, so I'll just say this. I don't like the hand axe. God, what else can I even say about this thing, man? It's not even a bad gun, but it's as if they made this weapon in an alternate universe where the pistol never existed. And the thing is, I don't really know how you'd balance it out. It sucks, but I seriously got nothing. I give this weapon a 5 out of 10. I'm sorry this video is so short and ended on a pretty low note, but there's really not much more I can talk about when it comes to the carbine. Who knows, maybe they'll change it sometime in the future, and this whole video will be for nothing. But until then, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're a respectable individual, and this is me signing out. Goodbye.
subscribe.